Hey guys, Woodles here with another quick update, number 50. Alright, so the past couple of weeks I've only had updates regarding my Brickworld prep and of course the vlogging and the post-game report. I haven't paid a whole lot of attention to my new Skyscraper project, but I believe that changes now. It's time to go. But first, I need to show you some of my latest LEGO buys that I did not get to cover. I have this box from more than a month ago, and it's just a bunch of 1x4 trans light blue tiles. What is it for? I'm not sure yet. I've shared in my videos that someday I might do a river/creek, maybe I can use these for that. Also, these can be used for swimming pools, and I've made a few of those. Anyways, I think this is a great box to have. Now, I did share this on my Brickworld blog, but I also got a bunch of 1x6 gray bricks in Wisconsin. Now these can be used for my Skyscraper. Lastly, I forgot to share this in my post-game vlog, so here it is, my Brickworld badge. I just need to find my 2012 and 2016 versions. During the 4th of July weekend, I was also able to make a Dodge Viper for America's 250th anniversary, so check that out. Now on to the new building construction. I mocked up a typical floor, the floor that would make up the majority of the Skyscraper from 3rd or maybe 4th floor to all the way up. I will likely need a bunch of copies of these. How many you ask? I don't know yet. I'm thinking maybe 10, maybe more. Compared to my other Skyscrapers though, this is pretty small. It's only 30 studs by 22 studs. Now this floor plan is probably a little bit bigger than the top floor of the One Wasabi Financial Center. Definitely bigger than the top floor of the High Terrace Tower Hotel, but overall it's a pretty small floor plan. Now let's add a basic facade. So far what I have right now is just a generic glass wall. A few updates ago I showed you guys a bunch of dark gray large window frames and a bunch of clear purple glass windows. This would be a first in Wasabi District. So this weekend I just spent some time putting a few of these together to see how they would look. Looking great. Now we're gonna do a basic facade around this floor module. Now this is not indicative of what the final design of the facade would look like, but it gives me an idea of the feel of the interior space. And it's very small. So this is the elevator shaft, and you can imagine that there's going to be a small elevator landing here, and then you have the rest of the room here. This is supposed to be an apartment complex. Can I fit one apartment unit here? It's gonna be tough because the two Skyscrapers I pointed out earlier with the smaller floor plans in some parts, those were hotel floors, so I only had to put a bedroom and a bathroom. Can I put a whole unit here with the kitchen and living room and everything? Well, let's see. We're gonna build a couple of furniture to see how it fits. Alright, I am building a small refrigerator. I think this is probably the smallest fridges I've done, 2 studs in width. I have a small space, so I need to make the most of it. And by the way, I've done this short build videos on my YouTube channel a long time ago, so it's nice to do something like this again. Yep, so here it is, nothing special. Again, 2 studs in width. I think it looks like a fridge. I also built a kitchen counter here, and no, I'm not going to do a build video on this because this is much bigger. But it's pretty generic. If you've been following me on Instagram and YouTube, the style is not really special, but you know, I think it looks good. I think it's the first time I used light gray as the kitchen cabinet colors. I've definitely used white countertops before, and you have the stove here with basically the container as the oven, like so. You have a black sink and faucet here, pretty much modern stuff. And then I built the back wall, so there's a backsplash here. I used, shades of gray, black, and a dark blue. I think it meshes really well. I have this light gray exhaust. It's pretty big. Side note, I have a few faded white bricks, so I used it here because this area will never be seen. So that's a good use of those. And putting it all together, there it is. What do you guys think? This setup, including the wall, is 10 studs by 9 studs, so pretty efficient, I think. Next up, I built another bed. Well, it's a bed frame with attached nightstands and a relatively large headboard at 8 studs wide. The bed is only 4 studs wide because I need all the space I can get. And here it is, again, a very modern look, I think. Very muted colors with a tan and light gray, and very smooth. Not a whole lot of studs sticking out. Alright, let's see how these fit. Maybe I can put this here. I'll put this over here. The fridge over here. So this is what I got. Let's say you have the entrance over here or over here. You got some room for the bar seats, living room, bedroom, bathroom, maybe? If I put the bedroom here, it looks pretty tight. It can maybe work well as a studio apartment type of deal. Maybe that will work. We'll see. Over the next few days, I'm probably going to build more furnitures like the sofa, like dining sets, maybe the bathroom fixtures. And you know what? Maybe I could do a second floor, like a 2-story suite, where you have like the kitchen and the living room on the first floor, have stairs here, and have a big bedroom and bathroom on the second floor. Maybe that can work. We'll see. And obviously that's not the only thing I'm building out of the skyscrapers, out of these floors. Obviously I still have to build the lobby, which shouldn't be too bad in terms of space. And then some apartment amenities. I know I put a lot of like swimming pools and gyms in my other apartments. Maybe I can do the same here. And as I said earlier, I'm gonna work on the facade. Like I said, this is not the final product. And I have a few drafts on Bricklink Studio. I'm still not happy with what I have so far, but I'll keep working on that as well. Alright, that's all I have for this video. I hope I can get more updates in the coming weeks on this project for you guys. And if you guys like this type of content, don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe. And thanks for watching, guys. Peace.